Merry Christmas, everybody! And happy holidays to those of you
fucking
who do
got
not
it.
celebrate. Finally!
You got it. You got the Merry Christmas. Good job, Wizzy. I'm so proud of you.
I'll be honest, I forgot that was even happening this year until like yesterday. So it's a good thing I remembered in time.
Congratulations.
Welcome back to Ross and Wizzy's Fanfiction Power Hour. I am your host, Wizzy Puff, joined as always by the lovely Ross Pitt.
Hey, what's poppin'? I just realized I ended the last episode saying that we were going to make some changes. I guess my mind was like, yeah, this is the last episode of the year. It's not, though. This is the last episode of the year.
The changes are, I'm hosting this time.
Let's end this episode with the stinger, with another stinger for that whole changes thing. Merry Christmas, Wizzy, and a happy birthday.
Thank you. Although, that's not actually happening until tomorrow, so I'm still young, don't worry. For anyone who wants to hit me up.
He's still young and fresh. He's not an old crone like me for a whole day.
I still get to ride around
You
on
whippersnapper.
razor scooters and talk about the Pokemans.
Isn't that fucking cool? I am busy doing my taxes and boiling children alive.
Okay. You know,
That's what old people do.
it's a good thing that on days like this, nothing bad is allowed to happen. The most holiest
right.
of days. I hope you all are having a wonderful time today, as I hope I am as well, because technically I'm not experiencing this moment as we speak. But as I speak to you...
Happy Hannukah!
Oh yeah, that's right, Hannukah's starting today. Jeez.
Yep.
If only there was more than 2 Hannukah fanfictions on this site.
Well, too bad we don't know shit about it.
I know about Hannukah. That's like the one with the candles. Mm-hmm. All right, but seriously, happy Hannukah to those of you who are celebrating. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. We are going to get started with a beautiful another fanfiction for the holiday season.
A beautiful another fanfiction.
Yeah. Today we are going to be reading The Perfect Hearth Swarming by Wish Come True. And if you recognize that name from our podcast, that is because they also wrote That Isn't Me, our wonderful Halloween fanfiction from a couple of years ago.
Ooh, I loved that one. That's the one where the child died, right? The baby died?
Oh.
The baby pony died.
We don't know that because you see there was also a sequel.
Ah, yes. By the person who wrote Wish Come True. Another fanfiction that we read.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wait, did we read Wish Come True? I forgot we actually read that one.
Yep.
That's right.
One. It ended with, guess what? Baby pony dying.
The whole Wish Come True Seerverse. But don't worry, today there should be no baby pony death. And if there is, I am deeply sorry. It was not supposed to happen.
If there is, that is a wild fucking change. This was written for Penstroke. Oh, this was also like written right after the That Isn't Me. This was written for Penstroke for Jinglemas. And Penstroke is one of my favorite authors because he wrote Past Sins.
Dang.
Which is one of my favorite fanfictions on this website. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. Why now? My glasses are becoming undone.
No.
That's not fun. I've been having some glasses problems. I'm going to try and stop doing that. Oh my gosh, Penstroke wrote a 3,500 word story called Punk Saves Hearthswarming. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
And we could have read that.
I guess Penstroke is in the Wish Come True Seer verse now. If only we had read that earlier.
Yep. Anyways, good to see him. But this isn't about Penstroke. This is about Wish Come True.
Yes. And if you want to make sure there's no baby pony death for yourself, you can go down into the description, click the link, and read this for yourself. And even if you do find baby pony death, give it a like, because who cares?
I do. I also started this with I boil children alive. What a wild episode this is. Especially considering how the last one ended with let's have a baby.
Oh.
Speaking of babies, I got my little Wizzy Thunderburger here. Mwah. Oh, I love him.
I promise everyone, there are no babies being harmed in the making of this podcast. All right. Time to start reading The Perfect Hearthswarming by Wish Come True. Chapter 1. The most important part.
The only chapter.
Celestia smiled as she set aside the latest letter from her faithful student. It was wonderful to read about all of the things Twilight was learning, and know what a fine young mare she was blossoming into. She yawned and picked up a book in her magic when Luna burst in through a door, pointing towards the windows. "Sister, did you see? It's snowing!" Luna pranced in place. "Oh, this is so exciting!"
Oh no, she's cute.
It's cute, Luna. Now I'm gonna have to do a cuter voice, oh no.
God damn it, Wish Come True. Why do you have to make my least favorite pony of all time cute? You fuck.
Someone had to do it.
I hate him.
Celestia chuckled.
I don't even know if Wish Come True is a he.
True.
But it's just some snow, Luna. And it's been scheduled for weeks.
Luna pouted. "Those silly weather schedules you've insisted on creating since I was gone are no fun." She stuck her tongue out at Celestia before smiling. "Don't you know what this means? It is winter now, and Hearthswarming is just around the corner." Celestia brought her hoof to her lips.
Goodness, that's right. Hearthswarming is your favorite holiday, isn't it?
Luna nodded her head enthusiastically. "Yes, that's right. The tree all decorated with ornaments, gifts from the heart, time spent around the fire as you watched the snow drift by the windows." Luna squealed. "Oh, I'm just so excited."
Guarantee you Celestia's favorite holiday is Nightmare Night because it's about Luna.
Aww. That's actually adorable. So Nightmare Night is about Luna. That makes sense because it's named Nightmare.
Well, it's about Nightmare Moon.
Yeah.
So it's about how much we hate Nightmare Moon as well. So
Aww.
really, it's like she became like a legend, a mysterious legend where if you're like bad or something, she'll sneak into your room and eat you. So that's, or no, if you don't give her your candy, something like that.
Huh. She's not going to get my candy. I don't care. She can eat me.
Hot.
Dear God. You know, that's something that's really nice, though. Think about it. How many real-world holidays are actually about hating someone? None.
You're right. Let's create Vormus.
Yeah!
Guarantee you that's a thing.
Where we all trash on vor fetishes. Celestia smiled and stood up from her pillow. She couldn't remember the last time Luna had been so excited about something.
Probably that one time she was so excited about taking over Equestria. Yeah, the one time where she was so excited about just not letting the moon go down, not letting the sun come up, and just letting Equestria die. She was very excited about that.
She walked over to her sister and nuzzled her neck.
I'll give you the perfect hearth-swarming little sister. Ew, more incest.
Why is she touching her neck? Everyone knows that's where the sex happens. Jingly, jingly, jingle. Celestia walked through corridor after corridor, slowly leaving the newer, warmer ones for older, dustier ones. The guards at her side were just as on edge as they would be in the ever-free forest, jumping at cobwebs fluttering in the draft and pointing their horns at dust bunnies hiding in the corners. She rolled her eyes and grinned.
You know, the worst threat we're likely to encounter here is a spider,
she whispered conspiratorially. Startled by the sound of her voice, they briefly stopped in their tracks, jaws agape and eyes wide. She chuckled as they hurried to catch up with her. After a few more minutes of walking, she spotted what she was looking for. A set of doors ornately decorated with carvings of the sun. Finally.
We're here,
she said.
Wait outside for me.
Celestia opened the doors to the bedroom she'd used centuries ago and was hit with a wave of stale air. She coughed and walked across a carpet that had once held a woven image of a sunny sky. Now all it held was dust that entered the air in clouds wherever she stepped. Stopping in front of the closet, she delicately pulled a box out from under piles of ratty clothes. Inside of it, she found old hearth-warming decorations in poor repair. Her and Luna's old stockings, musty and full of holes. Hearth-warming ornaments shattered into shards and dust. Sticks that at one point had been garlands. All things that at one time had been special, yet now were simply junk. Celestia frowned as she imagined the objects suspended in the golden glow of her magic. No matter how much she stared at them, though, they were still completely beyond repair. She sighed, putting everything back into the box, and shoved it into its spot in the closet, taking a deep breath to steel herself. She walked to the door and turned to the guards.
Go and request your captain's best plain clothes guards.
The soldiers saluted and asked, What's the mission, your highness?
The most dangerous mission possible this time of year. Shopping.
Jingly, jingly, jingle. Celestia walked down the streets of Canterlot, countless hoof-falls resounding off the cobblestones in a disorganized din. Despite the snow continuing to fall, the steady hoof traffic prevented any from sticking to the ground. Unfortunately, that didn't preclude it from sticking to her, and she adjusted her scarf with a shiver. She kept her eyes peeled, simultaneously taking in the sights and looking for her destination. The last time she had been to this part of Canterlot, it had been desolate dirt paths, and now it was one of the most bustling areas in the city. She shook her head and smiled. She really needed to get out more. Her eyes widened as the Sires and Roebuck sign came into view, and she cut across the street towards it, not bothering to apologize to the ponies who didn't get out of her way. She walked into the store with a smile.
Move it, bitch.
What was that?
Move it, bitch.
She walked into the store with a smile that quickly fell into a grimace as the heated air began to melt the snow clinging to her coat. She quickly brushed the slush off of her with her magic. Celestia turned back to one of her guards.
This is the place, right?
He nodded. Yes, Your Highness. They have pretty much everything here, so we'll definitely find stockings and ornaments. He looked past her into the aisles, and his eyebrows shot up. Well, I've never seen this place so empty this time of year. Celestia followed his gaze and groaned. The aisles were busy, with barely any space to move for a pony of her size.
Let's hurry then, and not test our luck.
As they walked away from the cashier, the guards glanced at the pile of objects lofted in Celestia's magic warily. Princess, one of them said. Celestia nodded happily as she placed the pile of jewelry, brushes, and instruments, among other things, onto the floor.
Oh, yes, that was the plan. But there was just so much good stuff, and I'm not passing up this opportunity to spoil Luna.
That's why I always come here to J.C. Penney at this time of year. J.C. Penney, where we treat you like home. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I think you're doing real swell.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See, everybody, it pays to be nice.
I think you're doing just fine as well.
Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Just play some warm music and fades out. We don't finish the fanfic.
Hell yeah. Porn parody of Ross and Wizzy's Fanfiction Power Hour.
The other guard bit his lip. Why are you putting them on the floor, Princess? Celestia looked between the two guards, eyebrow raised.
So that you two can take it all back to the castle, of course. I need to go get a tree still.
Before either of her guards could respond, she teleported away.
Toodles!
Bye! Jingly, jingly, jingle.
See ya!
That's my thing! That's my thing!
Bye!
Golden light coalesced as Princess Celestia appeared above a densely wooded forest. She flared her wings and was immediately buffeted by strong winds. She frantically cast a bubble shield around herself and looked around as she got reoriented. Her fears were confirmed as she looked towards the rapidly graying sky. She flew quickly as she searched for the perfect tree. Finally, in the last vestiges of light, she found it. It was taller than most hearth-swarming trees, but not so large as to be impractical. The needles were a rich green and looked exceptionally healthy. Celestia cleanly cut the tree down with a precise beam of magic, and caught it in her magic field before it could drop. Panting slightly from the exertion, she teleported back to the castle. Celestia yawned as she trudged down the castle's corridors, but not even her tired eyes or aching hooves could keep the smile from her face. The tree, along with the stockings, ornaments, and gifts, had been successfully placed inside the room she had requisitioned for her and Luna's private hearth-warming. When she finally reached her door, Luna was blocking her way.
Oh, good night, Luna. Is there something I can do for you? You know, Luna means moon, so she just said good night, moon.
Aye! That was a good catch. Good night, moon. Good night, sun. Imagine just Twilight says that every time she goes to bed, like a prayer. She's like, good night, moon. Good night, sun. Good night, spoon. Good night.
The idea of good night moon being a prayer in Equestria is charming.
Luna glared at her. I saw the strangest thing earlier. It looked like several of your guards were carrying bags full of expensive goods. When I asked them about it, they ran away from me in fear. Celestia smiled awkwardly.
Ah, that was just,
When Celestia didn't continue, Luna sighed. She frowned at her elder sister, but the anger was gone from her gaze, replaced with an emotion Celestia couldn't quite pin down. Sister, Hearthwarming is only a week and a half away. When will we begin preparing for it? Celestia's smile gained strength as she answered.
I've already begun preparing. Don't worry, Luna. I'll take care of everything this year.
Luna's eyes flew open wide, and she sputtered for a moment before clearing her throat. Of course. Good night, Celestia. Luna teleported away, and Celestia's smile fell into a frown as she tilted her head and furrowed her brow. Jingly, jingly, jingle.
I haven't gotten to do that this year.
Oh my god, you're right! Alright, I'm going to let you do the next one.
I never got a jingle. Thank you. There just isn't a next one.
Celestia knocked on her sister's door. She hadn't seen her sister once in the week and a half since that night, and she could feel a pit, heavy as lead, constantly growing in her stomach. When there was no reply, she knocked again. When Luna still didn't respond, she took a deep breath.
It's Hearthwarming Eve, sister. I've had the cooks prepare a feast of all of your favorite foods.
Silence. Celestia waited a few minutes more, but there was still no reply. Sighing, she rested her head against the door and weakly said,
I love you, Luna.
A few deep breaths later, she walked away. It turns out, earlier that week, Luna had ran away. She was devastated by the lack of holiday spirit in Celestia.
God damn it. Isn't that like that one fic? I mean, not, but isn't it kind of like, To Forgive a Nightmare?
Did she run away in that?
No, that's why I said I guess it's not really like it, but
Oh, okay.
there was like a lack of holiday spirit in Celestia, specifically for Nightmare Night.
Yeah.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Yes! Perfect.
Thank you, Wizzy. Wizzy, thank you. It's the best birthday present you could have given me.
Even better than the sauce packets last year. Celestia hurried around the room, frantically hanging garlands and lighting candles to complete last-minute preparations. As she was lighting the hearth, Luna walked in. Just as summer was the season of the sun, winter belonged to the moon, and winter had been kind to Luna in the week and a half since Celestia had last seen her. The magic loss she had suffered as the elements tore the nightmare from her was already beginning to heal. Her legs were slightly longer. Stars were starting to appear in her mane again, and her coat was growing darker in patches and dapples.
So it's around there.
Oh, is that actually a canon event?
It's around like mid-season 1.
Dang.
Luna does... I'm sure I've said this before. Yeah, Luna comes back a bit like short and not like how Luna looks later on in the series.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's where the whole little sister thing came from. She's not actually younger. They're the same age.
We can go with that, sure.
Good morning, sister. Luna grumbled.
Good morning.
I'm grumpy.
Good morning, Luna, and happy hearth warming.
Celestia smirked and leaned towards her sister.
I have to say, it's been adorable watching you go through puberty again. What a weird thing to say. Oh no, the lens is popping out.
No! I hear that's basically as painful as having your eye come out of its socket.
Well, no. But,
Oh.
well, now I can only read with one eye open.
Oh boy.
Awesome. Lovely. Merry fucking Christmas.
Luna grumbled, and Celestia felt her chest tighten.
You've been acting like a teenager again.
Luna rolled her eyes and looked around the room. Celestia bit her lip and fidgeted as she watched her, waiting for the smile and cheers sure to come. Instead, anger flamed to life in Luna's eyes, and Celestia's heart began to sink. Those stockings have no heart in them. Where are the old ones?
Well, we found the use of pony hearts to be a bit disgusting, actually, after a few thousand years.
It was tradition!
Well, they were destroyed.
Luna scoffed. We could have made new ones that were better than those things. And why is this tree so large? Celestia felt sweat begin to collect on her brow.
I wanted to get the best one.
Luna glared and pointed a hoof at the stack of presents under the tree. Sister, why would you get me so many gifts? You know we swore off large gifts because of how uncomfortable it makes me. Celestia bit her lip. It felt like there was a memory there, but it was so fuzzy.
I'm sorry, I just thought...
Oh, you thought what? That it doesn't matter what your little sister thinks? That you should just do all of Hearth's warming preparations on your own? What if I wanted to help, Celestia? She snorted, glaring at Celestia. But no, it's all about you still, isn't it? I want to get mass-produced stockings instead of making new ones. I want to get the largest tree without asking my sister if she even likes it. Or I want to shower my sister in gifts without giving her the opportunity to return the favor. Celestia's lip quivered as she looked around the room at all of the things she had spent weeks setting up. All the things Luna hated. She clenched her eyes shut, and finally, like a violin string snapping, she cried out.
Why won't you just admit that you hate me?
Panting for breath, Celestia opened her eyes and realized she was crying. Luna stared at her, mouth hanging open, eyes wide and eyebrows furrowed. As the words she had said finally caught up to her, Celestia sputtered and stammered.
I'm sorry. This was clearly a mistake. I'll just go get some maids to clean up this mess, and then you can just forget this ever happened.
She forced a smile on her face. Turning, she only took one step before she was enveloped in blue magic.
What? Luna, let me go.
You must pay for your crimes. And then she crushed her.
In the fire. Luna is being a brat, by the way. I just figured I should give my personal take on this.
She's being a brat. Like, she has a point, but she's obviously overreacting and being a brat about it.
Yeah. She's being a teenager about it.
Yeah. Celestia could have done this more with her. It's like, come on, the day before Hearthswarming, and she has all this decoration set up without even giving her sister a chance to help out. Not a good idea. But you made her cry, Luna.
Yeah. You're kind of an asshole. I think you need another 300 years.
You can't say that.
I did.
All right. Luna's only response was to place her in front of the hearth. Celestia whimpered and shook as she stared into the flames. Her plans had been meticulous. She had bought all the perfect presents, sparkly new stockings. She had picked out a tree that would surely make any pony jealous. And yet, it had all gone wrong. She was interrupted from her thoughts by the sound of hoofsteps growing nearer. Luna sat next to her and floated a steaming mug in front of her nose. "I made you some cocoa, sister. It is not the best, but I remember how much you loved it." Celestia smiled slightly at the calming tone of her sister's voice and the rich smell of the cocoa.
Thank you.
Luna stared sadly at her sister. "Tia, why do you think that I hate you?" Watching the whipped cream slowly melt into the cocoa, Celestia replied,
How could you not? I failed to see the signs that anything was wrong with you. I failed you.
"It isn't reasonable to blame yourself for my foolishness. I made my choices, and I received the punishment I deserved."
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Maybe Luna didn't deserve the punishment.
True.
Like, out of character for me, I know, as the Luna hater. 1,000 years is a long time. The elements were pretty mean on that part. I don't know if Celestia had control over the sentencing. And I'm going to say that she didn't, because the elements are...
Well,
it's complicated. Technically a living being.
I thought that she had, locked her in the moon because she was, she had to act quick, and that was the first thing that she could do to prevent her from hurting anyone.
That could pretty much be it, yeah.
That's what I like to believe.
Yeah. I'm not sure if she has any ability, because the main six don't actually have abilities to, decide what fate the elements of harmony give.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, yeah. She, is not able to do that. Elements of harmony decided it for themselves. Anyways, but I was the older sister, Luna. I was supposed to take care of you after our parents.
She sighed.
But I was bitter that I didn't get the childhood that you had. And I never showed you how much you really meant to me. You had to pay the price for me not being good enough.
She looked to the ground, frowning.
I wanted this to be perfect for you. Hearthswarming is in winter, your season, and if I could make it perfect, I could finally show you how special you really are.
Sister, I don't love Hearthswarming because it's in winter, or because of the gifts, or the tree, or the decorations. Those are just some things that I like. What makes me love Hearthswarming is that I get to do it with you. I told you, this is an incest fic. I warned you.
God damn it. And also, Luna, fuck off.
You were just screaming about these things earlier. I mean, sort of in the same vein, but yeah, I get it. Celestia sniffled and smiled.
I love you, little moon.
She wrapped a wing around Luna and pulled her close. Luna leaned in against her withers. "And I love you, big sis." gazing into the fire and the weight of her sister resting against her, feeling the warmth of the hearth in the heart, Celestia began to gently sing. Yes, finally! I don't have to sing.
The fire of friendship lives in our hearts. As long as it burns, we cannot drift apart.
I'm so glad that you know the tune to this. I would not have.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Celestia trailed off as Luna continued.
Ha, bitch!
Man! At least you started.
Yeah.
Though quarrels arise, their numbers are few. Laughter and singing will see us through. And together they finished.
We are a circle of pony friends. A circle of friends will be to the very end.
Luna chuckled. Although we aren't much of a circle with just the two of us, now are we?
Shut the fuck up, Luna.
We're two circles, the moon and the sun. Get it?
Ah! I don't get it, Luna. Explain it to me.
Okay, so like, the moon is like a butt.
Luna, the moon is like a butt. Like a butt. I've fallen over onto the bed and I can't get up and now.
What are you doing?
For the recording. Like a butt. It is really. Why is that so fucking funny to me? Jesus.
So
Tom,
close to the end.
cut to whenever I get better.
I gotta remember to use butt humor more often.
Okay, Tom, cut in here. Oh, I think I'm good, Tom.
Celestia smiled, looking at the falling snow through the window.
No. God damn it. Perhaps not, but I'm feeling pretty content with just 2 right now.
Like a butt.
No, you fuck.
All
Oh my
right.
god.
The end. That was The Perfect Hearthswarming by Wish Come True. What did we think of this one?
Beautiful. Like a butt.
Yeah. I think this one really kind of felt like the, I don't know, kind of like the Celestia focused version of Luna's Nightmare Night extravaganza thing.
Oh, To Forgive a Nightmare.
To Forgive a Nightmare. Yeah. I kind of felt like this one was the Celestia focused version of that. A little bit like, I think this one was a little bit more, I don't know, touchy, you know? Got the feelings a bit better than that one did.
Yeah. The thing is, I think this puts too much of the blame onto Celestia. Not enough onto how Luna was being a brat.
Oh, come on, you try and enslave an entire population one time.
You know, Luna, like, I get it. You were a bit angry, but got a few problems with your method here. Oh well. Yeah, that was nice. That was very sweet, and we got the hearthwarming song at the end. What a perfect way to end the season.
True.
And with a Hearth's warming song. Yeah, I rather liked this one. Yeah, just Celestia Christmas shopping. And then whoopsie poopsie. Shouldn't have done that. Not in the way that she did. She hasn't spent the year, or she hasn't spent Hearthswarming with Luna in, like, however long 1,000 years is.
Plus, like, can you imagine? This was like her first time doing holiday shopping in like a mall type setting. So she's like all excited about, oh, we can just buy stockings. So I can totally get her side of just like going a bit overboard buying all that stuff without Luna.
Yeah. There's definitely a truth to the lead up to Christmas and spending time with your family, buying things. There's definitely something very sweet about that.
Yeah.
About that aspect of it. So I rather enjoyed that like little message there.
Yeah.
That it really is about spending time with your loved ones and such.
Even if you have to trap them in the moon for 1,000 years.
Yep. Wizzy, if I ever have to trap you in the moon for 1,000 years, don't come out and go bitch at me for some fucking tradition I forgot all about, okay?
What the heck? I like come out and there's like, I don't know, digital scarves. Digital stockings. And you have to fill them up with Bitcoin or something. And then I'm like, what the heck? What has Christmas become?
That does sound absolutely horrendous, but hey man, if the kids like it in the future, I guess. Well, whatever.
Screw the kids. I want stockings made of dead animals.
Yeah, okay. I like the cover art a lot. By Datamne. Good job, Datamne. Mr. Datamne. That wasn't me assuming the gender of this person. That was me poorly referencing Chronicles of Narnia. With Mr. Tumnus.
Oh. But yeah, I really do like this cover art.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Is that star like a Celestia star or something?
That's actually a Twilight star, I believe.
Okay, I remembered seeing
Although
it.
she might have 6... Oh, no, wait, that does have 6 points. My goodness. Glasses. Am I right?
I was like recognizing it from Twilight, but I was thinking that maybe Twilight had it because Celestia did.
No.
That makes sense that she would have a star like Twilight. She's, she likes her.
Yeah. She likes that little guy.
Yeah. Little scamp.
Maybe not enough to, like, make her Princess of Equestria, but...
Okay.
Okay.
All right, everybody. That should wrap everything up. Do you have anything else to add?
Go listen to the last Christmas episode, like the last Christmas episode, Hearth's Warmin' Eve. That one is the best episode that we've ever done.
No, I edited that so poorly.
No, you edited it very well. I'll be honest, sometimes I do go into your episodes worried. Usually they're good. And then there's Dungeon Master Applejack.
Okay, that one was like as bad. Okay.
I actually thought that you edited Hearth's Warmin' Eve pretty well.
There's like one section where there's a big like, how did I not cut out any of this? And it makes me shudder with shame.
Well, I didn't mind it. Maybe we should listen to that episode so that you could point out that specific moment.
Yeah.
Because now I'm curious. All right. Well, lovely reading it. Thank you so much, Wish Come True, for existing.
You truly are a wish come true.
You are my wish come true.
Happy holidays, everyone, and happy Hearth warming.
Happy Hearth's warming.
Good night.
And Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year.
Hey, Wizzy, hold on.
Yeah?
This place, this whole thing, I don't know. We need to gussy it up a bit, maybe.
Oh?
Yeah, there needs to be some changes around here, you know?
Yes. Finally.
Let's get a puppy.
Aw, I was hoping we were going to do Danny Phantom fanfiction.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Okay.
Yet.
Yeah, let's get a puppy.
I keep mysteriously going, oh, it might happen someday. It's not happening anytime soon. I don't think.
Dash
no.
X Danny.
If only, right? Oh, well. Good night, everybody. Happy New Year. And a Christmas and Hanukkah. And Kwanzaa. Winter solstice? No, that was earlier.
Happy Hearth warming.
Happy Hearth warming.
See ya.
Bye. So, if someone made a klopfic of us, would we ask them to take it down?
No.
All right, cool.
We'd ask them to plaster it everywhere.
Awesome. Cool. Just making sure we're on the right page.